Alright, switching gears a little bit. We're still in it's technically Unit 11, even though we're doing it first. We're going to start talking about sequences and series. So we'll start off with just sequences, both arithmetic and geometric. This video is kind of a quick introduction. Here's some of the key vocab that I want you to know as we go through this section. Let me draw your attention to a couple of things. This is key. I'll repeat that in a minute. In case you've forgotten what a natural number is. And then you really need to know these two definitions here, the difference between explicit formulas and recursive formulas. Explicit formulas, you can compute the nth term in the sequence directly. With a recursive formula, you need to know the n-1th term. Sets and sequences have a lot of similarities on face value, but sequence, the order matters. So there's always a first term, second term, third term, and if you rearrange them, you're working with a different sequence. So let's take a look at this for a second with an example with an explicit formula. I can find the first 6 terms in the 100th term using the explicit formula that was given to us. So what I'm looking for here, we're going to look for a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, 5, and 6. And then we also want the 100th term. So just like any kind of equation that you would have done in pre-algebra and algebra, etc., just going to plug in the value for k that we write here into the formula here. So we're going to have 1 squared minus 1, 2 squared minus 1, 3 squared minus 1, etc. And then to the 100th term, so of course we're going to do 100 squared minus 1. Which equals 9,999. So on the other hand here, if I wanted to find the first 6 terms in the 100th term for a recursive formula, if I know that the first term is 3, I can find b sub 2 because it's going to be the previous term plus 2. So in which case we get 5. And we just keep adding 2 to each term. But the 6th term, not too hard for me to get. To get the 100th term, though, I would need to know what b sub 99 is in order to get the 100th term. Luckily, this is a pattern that we could figure out with an explicit formula, but if all I had was the recursive formula, I would have to go through all 100 terms, which I'm not going to do right now. This is just a quick demonstration. Alright, so a couple of these to try on your own. One of them, this second example here, you're being asked to write the explicit formula. The first one, since the formula references the previous term, then it must be a recursive formula. So I want you to try to write an explicit formula, so it should allow you to find the nth term, but specifically we're going to look for the 20th term. And then I just want you to find a sub 6 of this recursive formula here.